Tonight, we're asking local and state leaders about a promise Governor Gavin Newsom made more than a year ago that hasn't yet come to fruition. 1,200 so-called tiny homes or sleeping cabins spread across our 4 cities statewide, including here in Sacramento. Today, not one of those cabins is up and running. Becca Hubegger explains.
You want to see progress, and you want to see it now.
In March of 2023, Governor Gavin Newsom announced a plan to give 4 cities sleeping cabins totaling 1,200 beds, 500 to Los Angeles, 200 to San Jose, 150 to San Diego County, and 350 to Sacramento. But more than a year later, not a single one is even installed, let alone providing transitional housing to the homeless population they're meant to serve. That's according to an investigation by the nonpartisan nonprofit news organization Cal Matters.
It's again a matter of the delivery of the homes from the various manufacturers.
That was Sacramento Mayor Darrell Steinberg back in October, announcing 175 of Sacramento's allotted 350 beds would be installed on this site at 6810 Stockton Boulevard.
Look at this old property and look at what it is going to become.
In March of this year, the state broke ground at this site. Here's how it looks today. It will become an emergency shelter and service campus offering 175 beds using those sleeping cabins promised by the governor. But those cabins aren't in place yet, as you can see, and this site, according to Cal Matters, is the farthest along of all 4 cities' projects. It's set to open in the fall. The remainder of Sacramento's 175 beds are planned for this site at 4837 Watt Avenue. A county spokesperson tells ABC 10 the Watt site is currently in the programming and design phase, which means we're drafting up exactly what it will look like and what services will be offered there. It is slated to open end of 2025. Cal Matters reports in October the state selected 6 companies to manufacture the sleeping cabins, so why aren't they up and running yet? A spokesperson for the State Department of General Services tells ABC 10, although these are small homes, they're still basically houses and require many of the connectivity and foundation work needed with many other structures. That work requires careful design and construction, plus close coordination with our local partners. All of that takes time. Without setting such an ambitious goal, we would not be as far along as we are today, and Sacramento has made the most progress ahead of all other participating communities. Of the 1,200 promised beds, only 155 sleeping cabins have been purchased so far. Some of them are double occupancy, so that makes a total of 175 beds, and they're going on this site, with delivery expected to begin in June. A spokesperson for the Department of General Services tells ABC 10 focusing solely on timelines diminishes the hard work of numerous individuals dedicating to providing much-needed housing.
All right, I want to bring in Becca Hubegger, who, of course, has been following this for us. And I want to talk about costs because the state is investing $80 million into this project, right?
Right, and about $23 million of that is going to Sacramento. Now, Cap Radio, which also published an investigation yesterday, reported the Stockton Boulevard project is estimated to cost $22.5 million. That leaves about $800,000 to buy the other 175 tiny homes. And with each unit costing a minimum of $100,000 to stand up, the money likely won't go far. Now, the state tells me that's because Sacramento asked to use their money to further build out the emergency shelter and services site at Stockton Boulevard beyond just the purchase of those sleeping cabins. So whatever's left over will be put toward the Watt Avenue site.
And we know that you have a lot of questions at home, so we will continue to follow this. And Becca, thanks for the update tonight.